in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes be tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move closing on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange on bottom, bingo bottom, never stop it till the beast.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. I'm back. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas break. I did, so if I didn't say it before, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and soon to be Happy New Year's. All right, guys, if you found the show, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. Since I've off for a couple days, I was at 2009 people. Now I'm at dropped off about 2006. It happens. Subscribers on my YouTube channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, why not? Or if you did and dropped off, get back on there. Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for the notification. Every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you got some question you want to ask me or my brother from another mother, Dale, from Bengals and Brews, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. Also, we are brought to you by this delicious stuff right here, Jackpot Joey beer. If you haven't had any yet, why not? What are you doing? It's pretty much everywhere. Go get some. It's delicious, award-winning beer. We're going to have a 6-barrel of it at the tailgate Monday night. We are going to be in, unless it changes, Maddie's told me we're going to be in Lot B is where we're going to be at. And that is the one closest to where all the Bengals parents tailgate at. That's where we will be at. So if you guys want some delicious Jackpot Joey beer, we'll be there. I will most likely head down to Lot 1, hang out with my boys from Bengals and Brews, but I will be there at least to start off. And if you want any of the Jackpot Joey gear, go to jackpotjoey9.com. The shirts and everything are not available there as of right now, but you can get other things there. We are relaunching. I'm hoping to have that up here later on, hopefully this week, maybe next week. We'll see what happens. And as always, brought to you by Betfred. Sports gambling is going to be illegal in Ohio here next week. So make sure you tell your friends, tell your neighbors about sports betting and gambling on Betfred Sports. Check it out. All right, what's up to everybody in the chat? We got Pork Chop Stranger, Cat Pole. What'd you do? Who dey? Don't see Babylon. Not a good movie. I never wanted to see it anyway. You're the one that was like wanting to go see it. So don't see it. Holmes, what's up? Jerome's in there. Let's see. We got Zach. Pork Chop already said to you. Cat Pole. All right. Nick. There we go. William, you're in there. All right, let's get to. I'm done with this. Let's just get to Dale. I mean, everybody. That's the reason you guys are here is to go see Dale, not me.
Hey, everybody. Who dey?
That's it. That's all you get. Hey, hi.
7 in a row.
7 in a row, baby. Let's go, Dale. Come on, baby. Let's go.
That was kind of disappointing. Second half.
It was.
Win's a win. Win's a
Win's a
win.
win. I mean, I'll put we talked about this. Like, you guys should have saw the pre-show. We had a great discussion before we actually went on the air. Like, wow, this is good stuff. Maybe we should save this for the air, but
We didn't. Sorry.
One thing I was saying about that game, there's part of me that I was almost like, do we let them score? You know, and like with a minute 40 left, because it was first down and goal. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, and then BJ Hill made a play. I'm like,
Von Bell made a play.
Yeah, Von Bell made the play. BJ Hill's the one that recovered it.
Yeah. DJ got the initial pressure, which I was saying, I was worried that they were going to, forward progress was stopped or something, but DJ didn't have enough hold of him, and he was still trying to move and driving his legs, and Von come in and punched it out pretty quick, but it was a little frightening that they would fuck up another call.
Oh, dude. Well, yeah, that was funny. Is I did my little, it wasn't even a victory lap. I just kind of did a victory scream because we went to Outback as Chandler had to work. So we watched the first game here at Ice Cave. Then we went to Outback and watched the rest of it. And when that fumble came out, I'm like, I ran over. He's standing to watch. He's a manager. There's a standing to watch. I'm like, oh, God, we got it. And then we actually got it. I'm like, yes. Oh my. Well, I had to be quiet because we're in a restaurant, so I can't scream and holler. But I'm like, but like we were talking about before the show started, that fluke Hail Mary play where it hit the wide receiver and bounced off into the other one as a touchdown. It's the same as Brandon Stokely did for the Denver Broncos a couple years ago. Old Bengals teams, that would have crushed them. This one, it doesn't phase them. They still keep going. I mean, I love that. I agree. Yes, me and Chandler talked about this, and I agree. He said Zach let off the gas of the offense. Didn't stall with what was intentional. Had to kick it back up after that. Yeah, I mean, I think Zach came out in the second half. I think he was trying to just run the ball and take it easy. I mean, if they go score another touchdown, that fourth quarter jackpot, and half the guys aren't even playing if they score another touchdown.
I will say we did still, like, I watched it back yesterday, and we moved the ball pretty well in the second half. We just couldn't get any damn points, whether it was missed field goals or Trenton Irwin that would have had his third touchdown and fell out of his hands. There, it's just like a lot of things added up there. I mean, the pick six, we were driving, and Joe throws off his back foot. That got them on the board. Like, there was a lot of drives that I don't know. But, yeah, I thought even more so than running the ball, I think we fall in love with screen passes way too much. Like, I've been saying that for weeks. Like, I mean, they're good. They help. They get the offense going. They're better than some of those runs that get you 0. They get 3 to 5 usually. Then they also lose you 2 or 3 here or there, or the ball gets tipped and we got to worry about interceptions. I think we fall in love with the screen pass too much. That's one thing I would like to see us like. We got T downfield. We've got Jamar downfield. We've got Boyd. We got Trent Irwin. We're hopefully going to have Hayden Hurst back. Mitchell Wilcox has been solid. Throw the fucking ball downfield. Stop doing this. You
mean Julian Edelman 2.0? Trenton Irwin?
Whatever you want to call him.
Well, that's one thing about the first half. We were throwing the ball downfield. I was pleasantly surprised about that. I did like that in the second half. We had somebody like the one that really boggled my mind, and since we won, it wasn't as big of a play, but the interception that Tyler Boyd looked like he stopped on the route. The pass is there, and Tyler stopped. That was when I was kind of, I'd like to hear like what actually happened. Why did he stop to break the route off? That was the first one.
Yeah, and I think that was actually still in the first half. So, and then we even scored after that in a 2-minute drive. So, and ultimately that one didn't hurt us near as bad as the pick six. That was just like, oh, Joe, it was like a miscommunication with him and Jamar.
Yeah, he
broke it off.
And Joe threw it deep. Yeah.
And right to Marcus Jones, the most explosive guy they have,
Right. It was gone. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Well, I was worried Joe was going to be hurt. Him and P-Ryan, that collision they had trying to make the play on the sideline after that. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it brought back the flashes of Andy Dalton, when he threw that pick against Pittsburgh in 2015 and then broke his thumb.
Broke his thumb.
They always worry. Anytime Joe's involved in any collision, I'm
like, Joe, just run off the field. Just run, go away. Don't tackle anybody. So are you worried about Shooter? I mean,
no, just because of the weather, and it seemed to all be on one end of both kickers. But definitely doesn't seem like the same shooter as last year. And at some point, you do start to worry about the mental part of it. But overall, no, I'm not concerned
Yeah,
yet.
I'm not concerned. I mean, because I would be if I was, but when their kicker did the same thing in the same end zone, I'm like, all right, well, there's a big gust of wind or something that they just can't, for some reason, figure out how to kick with. It's not just Evan. But yeah, I don't think Evan is. See, it's terrible to say this because he was unbelievable last year. Is he kicking as good as he did last year? No, I don't think so. Is he kicking awful? Hell no. I'll take him still over any kicker in the league. And that includes Justin Tucker because he's younger, so he'll be here a lot longer. So it's to say he's playing bad. I don't think he's playing bad. It's just his level was so high last year that if it drops down a little bit, we're like, ooh, what's wrong with Shooter? You know, what's going on? So I mean, yeah, there is something going on, but I'm not that worried about it, to be honest.
Now, how worried are you about right tackle with Collins going down? I've liked the Deniji. His PFF grade was trash, but I need to see Parker's grade for him because I don't know. I thought he did just fine. Yeah, I seen like when he first got in there, he's getting up a little pressure, but you're coming in cold and you're going against guys like Matthew Judon and Uche, both guys who have over 10 sacks. Judon with over 15. It's like you're going against a good pass rush. I thought he held up pretty damn well, to be honest. I'm more concerned about the extra tackle. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's that. Actually, you said it perfectly. I think Adeniji is going to be fine. I mean, let's be honest. We all have been kind of complaining about Lel, and he hasn't played up to par as good as we want. So I think Adeniji is going to be okay. I mean, I don't think he's going to be any better, but I don't really think he's gonna be any worse, if that makes sense. You know, but you have to look at it this way. Adeniji already went through this. He was starting, right tackle in the Super Bowl. So I mean,
he's starting at right guard, and I think he's a way more natural tackle as part of it too. Like a lot of people want to remember last year, where it's like, oh, that guy, Isaiah Prince is actually the starting right tackle, and he's on our practice squad. So I'll be curious to see. Okay, now he probably gets moved up at least active, and you got him. You got Deontay Smith. You still have Jackson Carman here. Weirdly, we still have like bodies. I'm not saying they're ideal, but some teams, they don't have nothing for offensive linemen with even potential in there. That we've just had two guys inactive in Carman and Smith, and then Prince on the practice squad who started in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was I think I say his name. Sheriff came out. My son goes, I think it was my son. Somebody goes, "Who's that?" I said, "That's our backup tackles."
Oh, Sharping, Max
Sharping. Yeah.
Well, he's more of a guard. See, that's the thing too. Like he's been more active because he has a little versatility to play tackle, but he's more natural at guard, kind of the opposite of Adeniji. So him playing that extra tackle, that's why I don't think he'll be there again. He had 2 penalties. He looked shaky. He didn't look good, but that's fine. You're more of a guard. That's fine. We've got, like I said, we've got the other guys that can play that extra tackle. I just don't know who and how effective, because I thought Adeniji was really good in that role.
All right, so what about Bengals Houday Nation Twitterverse blowing up about Big Wood, including me? I just tweeted it out.
Oh, I said it'd be a great story. Like Drew Garrison during the game actually was one of the first people I seen that said something about it. He found the clip from part of my take from just. That's the weirdest part is there's a clip from just that same week in that. He's more of a left tackle. Yep. He's more of a left tackle. And they said if a left tackle goes down, I know. I'm just saying it's Whitworth. And I
have a question for you in this. All right, because I said come back and play right tackle is what I said. Now somebody goes, well, no, you put him at left tackle, you move Jonah to right. No. I don't know if you do that. If you take two guys, that don't play the position and you switch them. I'm more comfortable with taking a veteran like Whitworth and putting him at right.
Let's play the game that he comes back. What I would do is I would let Adeniji play right tackle unless he proves he can't do it, and I would have Witt as my extra tackle.
There you go.
Plus, then if you got any injuries on either side, bam, Witt can play that left. But especially to get, if he was able to come back in for the last game, play against the Ravens. He's obviously not going to be here for this week's game. He's still got his contract with Amazon Prime or whatever. Their last game is Thursday this coming week, so. I don't think it's going to happen, period, but there's that slight chance, they're telling me there's a chance. And it would be a great story. And if you could, I was happy for him. Obviously, I'm like, damn, I really won the Super Bowl. How could you not be happy for Andrew Whitworth?
Exactly. That was the thing. I was pissed off we lost. Trust me, I was mad we lost. But I was happy. I was happy for Big Whit. And I'm like, how cool a story would it to be for him to come back. Because I think I think I read this. He's
Right.
one game away.
He said 1 or 2 wins away.
Yeah.
He said that in his interview. Like, selfishly, I think it's Jeff Saturday of all people who's now coaching that whole controversy with Indianapolis. But he's 1 or 2 active player, offensive lineman wins away from having that all-time record.
Right.
So he's like, that'd be cool to get.
He'd come back, get another ring, and get it with the Bengals. And to me, if Witt does this, one, he would be a folklore hero in Houday Nation. I mean, it would be unbelievable if he comes back.
He's already a legend. He's already a ring of honor.
We might put a statue out for him if he does this. I mean,
that'd be a big old beautiful bald statue too.
Exactly. That would be awesome. But I mean, just the story of it would be unbelievable for him to come back and if to do it. Because to me, I don't know the guy from anybody, but I think if he were to come back and win one with the Bengals, that would mean more to Andrew Whitworth than the one with the Rams.
I won't go that far just because,
Dude.
I mean, man, there's nothing like your first time, right?
Yeah, but this is the team that drafted you. You know, you bled for all these years. You didn't want to leave.
They bled for your first.
Well. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. Greg, you're right. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. So Zach doesn't like bringing in rental players, regardless of who they are. If you aren't here in September, I don't show up in December. Yeah, I don't think because we had the same conversation last year with
Gino.
Gino, yes.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. So we're usually on the same wavelength. I had seen Joe Goodberry put something out the other day. Merry Christmas to me, my Lady Bly here.
There you go.
Just keep pouring. What do you
keep pouring? This is Bengals and brew. This is ice brew days. So, you know,
that's strong.
I'm gonna go eat.
But Joe said that there was a call made the other day. So I'll be like,
the Bengals called or Witt called?
No, for Gino for last year.
Yes.
And I would say that was from the Bengals that called. I hadn't heard that till he tweeted that the other day. So I thought, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I did hear that there was a call. Well, I mean, I don't even think I guess he has, but I haven't heard his Gino put his retirement papers in. He's been done for 3 years now, or 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just think, man, Witt left that door cracked and he hasn't said completely no yet. So
yeah,
would I be surprised if there's at least him having a conversation with his wife and his agent, which I don't even know if he can get out of the Rams contract, this, that, and the other, but I think we'd be naive to just say, oh, there's no chance that a conversation's happening.
Yeah, I don't think there's no chance. I would be there's a very, very, very slight chance. But dude, just think of a press release. Big 77 coming back. This city would freaking explode. You think they're hyped up about the Bengals now? We get Big Witt back? Holy crap. There would be no – you think we're banned on Twitter now sometimes. wait till if we get Big Witt back. Oh, my goodness. I mean, it would just be – like I said, I think it'd just be a great story. I don't know if it's going to happen.
You see if Bengals and Bourbon wants a link. He said
you want to jump on? I'll send him one.
Let's see if he wants to jump on.
You got – well, I just sent it to him. You got to talk.
Derek is out. Let's wish him a happy birthday while I'm thinking of it because he messaged me as well. He went to Carlo and Johnny. I don't know what that is, obviously. He said this place might be too fancy for me. Obviously, if it's too fancy for Derek, it's too fancy for me. So whatever the hell that is. But yeah, happy birthday to Derek. Great guy. Love giving him shit. Literally said, like, what did I say for his? Oh. Everyone wished that little bitch, with all due respect, a happy birthday. He said, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And I said, well, it is your birthday. So that's our relationship.
We always pick on Derek. It's funny.
It's not even picking. It's like a little brother.
Yeah, exactly. He's our little Gumby head.
Man, I could really use some ice in this drink, but here's my ice. And trying before we started, it was all this was blocked. I was literally pounding it off the concrete, and it wasn't moving. I need a fucking chisel and a hammer.
You need an ice pick.
Jeezy, Pete.
All right. Stranger said, ice speaking in spaces. I enjoyed finally talking to you over the holidays. Yeah, Stranger, that was cool. I did a space. I tried to invite Dale, but Dale doesn't do spaces, so he didn't. I don't do them very often. I do once, like one every couple months, and I forget how to freaking do it half the time. So, how do you start this thing? So yeah, that was cool. I mean, I don't get into a lot of spaces because sometimes it's just a whole bunch of people just yelling over each other and stuff. So it gets a little much for me. It's kind of like I'm an old guy. I don't like being at big crowded bars either. I'm a big guy. I want some room to move. So it's kind of like those spaces. Like people, everybody talking to everybody, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. So Monday night, baby. We've been talking about this game since the summertime, since the schedule came out. You got the good berries coming on this week. We talked about doing the Cincinnati Buffalo Olympics and jokes about putting arrow through a table. None of that's happening. We're just going to drink and have a good time. How are we hyping this up too much? Or
no, I mean, if anything, in the summer we were, because we hadn't seen either team play this season, and you never know how things are going to go when the season starts. Even though it's like, damn, we got two really good quarterbacks, two good teams. But yeah, 7 in a row. They have 6 in a row. They're no hyping up. They're in the 1 seed spot. We're in the 3. We could move up to the 2 and hope for a Chiefs loss with a chance at the 1 with 2 games to go. We still got the division on the line. We got a lot of things to play for. So do they. So no, I don't think and it's Monday Night Football on top of all that. The schedule makers I'm sure they're coming their pants about how well this worked out for them.
We did good on this one.
Yeah. Now the rest of their games been total trash in this prime time.
Oh, dude, I tried to watch Monday night last night. I couldn't watch it. I was just like, this is like almost unwatchable. I don't even know who won. I think the Chargers.
Chargers won and clinched the playoff spot.
Yeah,
so.
I couldn't watch it. But anyway, but for the Bengals, this means a lot for the. There's still a lot at stake for the Bengals. We win. We got the number 2 seed. We still got to wait for hopefully Kansas City to lose.
Well, we're in the 2 seed spot. Still got to beat the Ravens. So
but that we would move up into the number 2 seed. We still have to beat the Ravens. Yes. But I mean, that moves us up to that if or when we win. I always speak everything into existence.
When we win, we're probably going to go ahead and clinch the division because Steelers are going to beat the Ravens on Sunday Night Football.
You think so?
I do.
I hope so. Is Lamar playing? Do you know? Or
they haven't said yet. Yeah. But either way, the Steelers, man, that's once again here they are hovering around 500. I said it all year long. I wouldn't be surprised they end up around 500. It's just what they do. Even if they don't make the playoffs, like Mike Tomlin.
So what you're telling me is we got to root for the damn Steelers again, huh?
I mean, we don't have to, but here's the thing: Chargers winning. I mean, I think that really screwed the Steelers, so we don't have to worry about like those assholes squeaking into the playoffs. So yeah, good. I mean, yeah. And if we can win the division, it gives us a chance to win the division against the Bills on Monday Night Football.
Yes,
come on, that's cool.
That would be awesome. I mean, that would just be like when we beat Kansas City and the same. I mean, it wasn't Monday Night Football. But
you mean when I had COVID and I wasn't there? Yeah, I would.
It was a great game.
I'm sure it was
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I wish I was there.
It was a good game, but yeah, I'm excited. Let's see here. Somebody says we 50. It's 56 degrees. Somebody said.
Yeah, it's supposed to be as long as it don't rain or anything. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty nice out.
Now we got a couple of predictions here. Greg said, "I'm saying say it now. Bengals 34. Bills 24.
Works for me."
All right. Somebody else hits. Here it is. There's 56 degrees, Greg. Again, 56 degrees, slight wind next Monday. Dude, that's gonna be balmy. We might be wearing shorts and a t-shirt compared to what we've been wearing here lately.
It is a night game. How quick's it gonna cool down? These are all things I need to.
True. It's still ain't gonna be. It's still. Dude, I was at work the other day. It was -4.
Yeah.
-4.
Yeah. It's been cold.
It was cold. It was very cold. Foxy says 35-17. Pretty sure he says he's talking about Bengals.
See, I could see something crazy like 41-38,
Dude, it ain't going to be – it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a close game. I can see it coming down to the wire, to be honest.
But especially if the rain holds off and it's like 56 degrees, these teams out here just having a shootout, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's not – there's no way at all. It's a give-me game. But like I've said before, I'm not scared to play anybody. The way we're playing right now, we've won – damn near every possible way you can. We came back from 17 points at Tampa. We damn near blew the game last weekend. They have a fluke play and they come back and almost win it. And they make a play at the end. I'm like, this team just doesn't crack, and that's one thing I love. And one thing that was cool, Chelsea Conway tweeted this out that Cheetah Bay was in the locker room because they playing cards with the boys. I just think that's cool. I mean, because he had no reason to be there. He don't have to be there to hang out with his boys. But he
he's
is.
a
And
team leader,
that's
man.
right. That's the closeness of this team. That's what I like.
I'm gonna try something here. I'll move the heater over.
There you go. Corey says
Here.
31-28 good guys. I can see that one. We got some more here. 34-31. Greg's changing it. He said 34. Did you say something else, Greg?
This is a different Greg, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, it was Greg Graves.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Too many Gregs. And then Brad here we got here. Bengals 22, Bills 14. All of them sound good to me. All of them sound good to me. Yeah, defense.
I'm just all week. I'm gonna be the one person that's like, okay, it's gonna be Bills 41, Bengals 38. Gonna lose.
I'm gonna be a guy that we're gonna go down there. They're gonna come to the jungle and we're gonna whoop their ass. Hooday! Let's go, baby!
I mean, with this mullet, I'm gonna go back to work like right after that. So it'd be nice to cut it. I'm just saying, then we can go win the Super Bowl. It's fine. But
dude, I haven't cut my hair. My beard is like really long. I haven't cut that since Halloween. I haven't cut this since we've won. 2 months I haven't cut any of this crap.
Like I wake up and I feel more white trash than ever. Like just wake up feeling that way. I want to put a wife beater on and act like Derek,
Oh my goodness. Jay here says 35-17. Foxy. I'm sticking with the score. I had you all year. Rick the Rock. Man, you guys are blowing the chat up here. Hang on a second. I'm trying to get to Rick. I click on one, somebody else says something. Rick the Rock is in. Don't think the Bills defense can withstand the dissection of Joe? Dissection of Joe.
Yeah. Dissecting their defense.
Yeah. You can't, Rick, you can't do big words on me like that.
Yeah, I was looking down, so that's a double bad, Rick. Bad timing.
I need to put my glasses on. Damn right, they got to play us. I love that friggin' phrase.
I do too.
I love screaming at out of Paycor when we win. They got to play us. They got to play us. Hell yeah. Tori, I'm trying to get all you guys. 23-20. Kevin, 20-17. I said, Greg wants to know, Dale, do you live in a van down by the river?
If this mullet keeps growing, I might have to fucking buy one and move down there, honestly.
Marissa might kick you out. When do you go back to school? You don't go back till next week, right?
Well, it's supposed to go back the day after that game, but you think I'm going back?
You ain't going. Week? You got a 2-hour drive.
I'm taking the first day. First day back from break.
I'm out. That game's not gonna end till like 11:30, 12. You got a 2-hour drive. Yeah. No. You won't get home till like what, 2?
That would be at the earliest.
All right, stranger here says no haircutting, jersey washing, or anything else that might jinx us. Exactly.
No, I cut it a couple weeks ago, but I just cut. I cut the sides down more to make it even white trashier.
More rednecky. More rednecky. All right, 45-10 here says William. That's a big. I don't know if it's gonna be that.
I would love that one.
I would take it, but
it's a big old party. It's a big old New Year's party in the stands.
Exactly. Like to have a parking lot party afterward. Like heck yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, how happy are you for Trenton Irwin? I'm still trying. Trenton, if you're watching, which I know you're watching, you still got to DM me back to try to get on the show and try to get the picture or the painting that
Tony Lips did.
Tony Lips made. But
no, man, he should have 3 touchdowns. Like he's balling. He's a good weapon for us. He's consistent. He's reliable. Like I know that one went off his hands, but it happens.
It happens.
But I mean, he catches a lot of them that are like, how'd he catch that? Or he gets completely drilled. There you go, 99-1.
100-0 Bengals. There you go.
Yeah.
That's Son of Ice. Son of Ice. That's what Maddie always calls him. I told him, that's what you should put your YouTube name at and your Twitter name at. He's like, no, we keep a cat poll. All right, whatever.
You don't want people to know he's your son. I mean, it's bad enough they got to see you together all the time.
Jace, I got my white Bengal sweatshirt for Christmas. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I agree with this. Trenton is Julian Edelman, Julian reincarnated. I don't know. It's kind of fun to say, but I mean, he's got to do it for a couple more years. But I was a big fan of Trenton last year. I mean, I thought the games he played in, he did pretty good for us last year.
Yeah,
So
he had a big catch against the Jags on that Thursday nighter last year and stuff.
I'm just happy for a guy like that who shows up and is just loves football and is not giving up on his dream, and it's starting to pay off, and it's just so cool to see how happy the guys are for him. I mean, they are as happy as he is when he gets a touchdown. It's so cool.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, any of those underdog stories you gotta love. Undrafted free agents, guys like Alan George this year. You know, I mean, he hasn't done a lot. He's played sporadically, but just to even make a team, and you made a Super Bowl team. Like that says a lot about you and the grinder and your talent. So I like Alan George. I think he's going to be a good one too.
Yeah, I guess Matt's not coming on, huh?
Yeah, he said he's at the gym.
Well, what's him and Jim doing?
He's probably
he's drinking with Jim.
No, he's at the gym.
Ah, oh,
probably going to try to seduce his wife into a fifth kid. This guy just he's out here just.
He does not need another kid. That's all he needs. Holy crap! He's gonna have his own football team here in a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for.
So he's like, "Damn it! Somebody's getting drafted by the Bengals. One of these kids. I'll just keep making them and find one." Jay, I guess we already talked about this earlier in the show. He said, "What does it hear about Andrew Whitworth?"
I say less than 1% chance, but there still means there's a chance, right?
Still a chance.
He hasn't said no yet.
Yeah. He hasn't said no, and like we said before, the funny thing is he just said this on Part of My Take last week that my wife would kill me, but if I had a chance for a playoff right now, I'd probably come back. Come on back, Whit. Come on back. Come home, baby. Come home. We need you, brother. I don't know. We'll see. Tory Love here. If the Chiefs lose and we beat the Bills and the Ravens lose one more game, I would be in heaven. Well, all we got to do, Tory, all we got to do is win out, and the Chiefs got to lose one game. If the Chiefs lose one game and we win out, we get the number one seed.
Well, and Monday Night Football, we'll know if those teams have lost for this week.
Right. If that happens, if that happens, they all lose this week, then it does. Then that way, if that happens,
we would know that the one seed is on the line when the game starts. If the Chiefs would lose to the Broncos, which
they just fired their coach. I mean, you never know. Russell Wilson looks awful.
Is he even playing? Like, I'm not sure
he's still playing.
Okay. I thought I'd seen something today that somebody said they didn't know if he was playing, which they said they didn't know if that was good or a bad thing.
I mean, he played this week. If he's played next week, I don't know. But he played this past week. I know that. And he did not play very good whatsoever. I mean, he hasn't
I'd actually agree with Gregory there. Raiders could beat the Chiefs. I would put that at a higher percentage. But you just never know, man. You see the Chiefs come out and play really bad, and it's the NFL.
Yeah, on paper, I'm saying we got a better chance of the Raiders beating the Chiefs than anything else.
Right.
But who knows? Like you said, any given Sunday. I mean, Kansas City, like I said, almost lost to the Texans, but almost.
I really wish they would have dropped that one.
Oh God, that would.
Then didn't the Texans they beat somebody again, didn't they, this week or something? So they're trying to screw up that number one draft pick. I'm telling you. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the fans are probably like, "Would you just lose?"
Yeah. Which I don't think there's a Joe Burrow in this draft at quarterback or anything, but I'm just saying.
What about your boy C.J. Stroud? Isn't he coming out?
I don't think he's a Joe Burrow. I don't think he's that good.
Let's be honest. There's only one jackpot. I mean,
I'm just saying, even a Trevor Lawrence, it took Trevor a couple years, but now he's starting to show. Well, he was a number one pick. There's certain guys that it's like, okay, maybe chill, guys. We got like 2 games left. We can just lose.
Right, but I mean, there really hasn't been. I don't think a jugger. I mean, none of the guys that they drafted 2 years ago, like Wilson. Well, when Jamar got drafted, they had Wilson and the kid from Trey Lance.
Fields ended up going like 11th, and
Fields. He's been the best one, and he was later. He's really been the only one that's been really any kind of productive quarterback here. Did you freeze, or are you getting yelled at? Dale,
is it me?
I think you're froze. I can hear you.
Yeah.
There you go. You just stuck like this. I didn't know what you were doing.
It's probably because it's so damn cold down here.
Well, yeah. By the way, I gotta give big ups to my boy here. He's in the garage. He got his heater on, but that's
No, it's a
one of the
space
reasons.
heater.
I say
It's not.
it's better than nothing because you been freezing your booty off in there.
Yeah. So am I back or am I still cutting out? Like,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
okay.
So Greg here says it was the Texans beat the Titans. That's what he said. So they did beat somebody.
And the Titans, man, what an implosion down the stretch for those guys. Like, they have just blown it. The Jags are in that spot, right?
Yeah, because Tennessee. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the AFC is still way harder than the NFC. I mean, you have the three best, in my opinion, three best teams in football. You got the Bengals, Bills, and Chiefs. I think it was, well, I even said over 49ers. I still take all three of those quarterbacks over theirs, even though 49ers are, sucky Niners are playing good with Brock Purdy. I still think the three best teams are in the AFC.
But I think we broke Tennessee. I'm taking full credit for breaking them.
Twice.
Because they really wanted to beat us after last year being the 1 seed and this and that, and just broke them.
Yeah.
They haven't been the same.
Douglas here wants to know, how worried are you guys about the offensive line going forward?
Yeah, we kind of mentioned that. I'm not too worried about Adeniji filling in for Collins. I think he'll do fine. I was saying I'm more worried about the extra tackle,
right,
which we'll see who it is. I don't think it'll be Sharping, who played it this week. I think they'll elevate Deontay Smith, Jackson Carman, Isaiah Prince on the practice squad that started at right tackle last year. You got options.
Yeah, I'm kind of same way because, I mean, L has not been as great as we thought it would be. So I think Adeniji can stay close to that level, and I don't think he's going to drop off too much. So Adeniji, I'm not worried about. Like Dale said, I am worried about the guy behind him. So more than anything, but I still would like to see number 77 back, Big Wit. That would be cool.
Does Adeniji give up his number and his damn near his position? Come on, man.
Yes, and well, I don't know about the other thing, but yeah, you got to give it a freaking number. It's Whitworth. Yeah, you have it back later. But I mean, like you said, I mean, maybe bring in Whitworth as a backup. If Adeniji stumbles, then you go with him. I mean, you can do whatever you want, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, is Whitworth going to come back and not be guaranteed to start? That's the thing.
Something to talk about, though. Until he says no, we got to keep it as a possibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, all right, how do we match up with the Bills' offense? I think this is going to be a big-time test for these corners. Like, I love what Cam Taylor-Britt's doing. Eli Apple's been very, very solid. Mike Hilton is just the definition of steady and great veteran. But yeah, Diggs and Gabe Davis. That's a good receiving duo.
It's Stephon Diggs. Yeah, it's gonna be a test. Again, it comes down to we have to get pressure on him, and we have to get pressure on the quarterback, and it's gonna be different than the last 2 weeks because Josh Allen will run. So you got to kind of. That's where I think Trey Flowers is a big person in this. You have to kind of always play Josh Allen like you played Lamar Jackson. So I think the secondary, what's helping the secondary is the pressure that they've been getting on the quarterback. And don't get me wrong, the secondary has been playing really well. And CTB made a great play there. I can't remember which one it was. I DM'd his mom, like, oh my God, that's an awesome play. Which
he made a couple. Yeah, the last play of the game and then one in the first half too.
Yeah, last play of the game. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that one was good. So it's gonna be a good test. With these wide, I'm trying to think of the wide receivers we played this year. Is this the most talented wide receiving core that the Bengals have played yet? I'm trying to think of who they've played that might be.
I mean the Dolphins, but that was still kind of early in the Dolphins season. Mm-hmm. I think Waddle's gotten a lot better, but Tyreek Hill was a baller. Waddle, Dolphins have explosive wide receivers, but I would say this is probably the next best to them.
This is probably the best quarterback wide receiver combo we play. I'll put it that way. This is definitely the best quarterback. Yeah. So this is definitely going to be a big test. And he says Dallas.
And with Cooper Rush, especially once you throw in the quarterback combination.
Yeah, I mean that whole Dallas thing. I don't know. I mean, they played good. I mean, I just have a hard time with it because their offensive line just played like ass, which I know has nothing to do with the wide receivers or anything. But that whole game, the whole team just did not play good. First 2 weeks, you can't throw it out. But I mean, they played so bad the first 2 weeks compared to how they're playing now. It's hard to compare that. I think.
I mean, Stephon Diggs is in the conversation with guys
Yeah,
like Justin
he is,
Jefferson and Tyreek Hill as the best in the game. So to me, that alone, having that, and Jamar Chase, I put up there too.
Mhm.
But Lamb is good, but I don't know. I still put him a little outside that top group.
I mean, he had a good game, but don't get me wrong. They had a good game. They beat us. I mean, it is what it is. I like to play them now. I think we beat them. I don't think it'd be as a lot. I think it'd be a lot closer game. So, but
they won't make it to the Super Bowl.
they're playing they're not playing very good. They're not playing.
I mean, they beat the Eagles, but the Eagles didn't even have Jalen Hurts, and they barely beat them.
Yeah, that's true, William. Because Logan played with Josh Allen in college. Yeah, they both went to Wyoming. So maybe Logan's got some inside information for us. These are his tells.
Well, he might be spying him all game as well this game.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Logan or Jermaine Pratt or it kind of rotates here and there, and one of those guys are having to spy him because you need a big body guy to spy him too because he's not easy to break down. He's freaking 6'5" train coming through when it gets running.
Exactly. Crib, what doghouse are you in? I didn't get the memo. I'm in the doghouse again. I don't know what doghouse he's in.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe him and Chandler are having their own conversation in there. But that is going to be an interesting – to me, that's the key matchup right there is our secondary versus their wide receivers and our pass rush versus their offensive line. Run game, I'm not worried about. I think we could stop them. I mean, they're going to run, but I mean, we got DJ Reader, BJ.
That's not been
right.
their strong suit,
right?
Either,
So that part I'm not as worried about. It's more of throwing the ball downfield and Josh Allen just flat making plays.
Taking off right. It's like what you said, and Dawson Knox at tight end. So weapon wise, and Josh Allen running the ball, their passing game versus our ability to slow down their passing game.
Exactly. So that's where it's going to be. That's the biggest challenge. More I talk about this, more I'm like convincing myself, this is the biggest challenge I think the Bengals have had as far as an offense goes.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, this – because
the Chiefs was solid, but they were still without McCole Hardman too.
Right. They still had the weapons they had last year.
When we played them. Yeah.
Right. They're still a really good team, but they don't have the weapons they had last year.
The Bills just they have an elite offense. Right. I mean, that's
and so do we. So I mean, that's the thing. I mean, and it sounds like Hayden Hurst is going to be back because I think I saw Zach on his press conference today say they just held him out basically because it was cold. You know, didn't want to take a chance of him hurting it, which that's smart. You know,
no, it was. I definitely thought it was a smart move because one more week, just go ahead and give him the one more week. Yeah, I know we're in the middle of this battle, but I think I'd rather have him versus the Bills here.
Yeah. Aussie. Oi. It didn't look so hot. He had a couple.
Yeah, he's a decent blocker. Like you
he's
give
a
him
third string.
But you know, he has some penalties. He's not explosive catching the ball whatsoever. Like he doesn't scare anybody.
No, but I like Wilcox. Wilcox is stepped up, and
he's a good number 2. That's why I like him as our number 2.
Yeah, he's made some pretty good plays. I'm really impressed with the way he has stepped up. But that's the other thing. We are like our offense. Everybody's going to be healthy. Well, I mean, TB still got the finger, but I mean, he's going to have that all year probably now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not going to get any – well, it's going to get better unless he injures it or something. But, I mean, we're basically at full strength, our offense versus their offense. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, this could be like the Kansas City Buffalo game, playoff game last year where it just comes down to the last second.
Don't leave 13 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. I mean, this – and then we're going to say all this, and it's going to be a freaking – defensive slugfest. Where it's gonna be a whole bunch of turnovers and fumbles.
6-3.
What the hell's going on? That always happens. It's gonna be just a juggernaut. Big body blow, big headshots after headshots, and then nothing.
Now that one really surprised me. If that one,
that would.
Both teams aren't over in the 20s or more. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be really surprised if that happens. But it's gonna be an awesome game, and I just, dude, this is how cool is this? We're back-to-back 10-win, or actually 11 wins seasons now. I mean, back-to-back playoffs, very close to back-to-back division champs. It just, and I want to roll back to something I said at the beginning of this, and how I've said this a million times on the show, but the character and how this team doesn't crack under pressure. And I'll go back to the play where it was 3rd and 23. Is that what it was? Where that he threw the bomb.
3rd and 29.
3rd and 29. Throws the bomb down there. It bounces off there. Wide receiver bounces right into the other wide
tight
receiver.
End. Scotty Washington that was on our practice squad for a couple years.
For a touchdown.
Yeah.
Old Bengals teams would have crushed them. They would have been done. They would have been out. You know, they give them the first down, and it's 1st and goal with 1:40 left. You know, we wouldn't have made a play. We wouldn't have. We didn't. I watched it too many times. We crumble. This team does not crumble. And it goes to the players themselves, the coaching staff, Zach Taylor, everybody, where they don't crumble. And as a longtime Bengal fan, going through all the stuff I went through, this is awesome. Watching this team, because I never think we're out of it. I mean, even then, I'm like, because I was telling Chan, I was like, it did go through my head. Do you let them score? And you had the ball back with 1:40 something left.
Yeah, if we weren't up 4, like that's what we were talking about before the show started. I'm like, we were up 4 though. They had to have I know they're on the 5, but they had to have a touchdown.
Right.
And so our guys can tighten up down there, and that's. I know I go back to this, and it's pain, but I still last year that Logan Wilson call. There's no doubt in my mind we get that to 4th down. We make a play on 4th down, and we're Super Bowl champs. Like it makes me sick because that's what we did in the playoffs last year, and we've carried that over. By the way, through this season, this defense has been phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I mean, how many times? Let's go to Pratt ripping the ball out of Travis Kelce's hands.
They make the plays when they need the plays,
right? And that's what gives me so much confidence. And I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant or anything. I'm just going by I'm seeing on the field, that we constantly make plays and the right plays. And again, as a longtime Bengal fan, having this confidence in the team, because I've seen it. It's not me blowing smoke. I've seen it. They've done it over and over and over again, is unbelievably awesome. And that's why, dude, if you're putting a bet January 1st next week, Betfred Sports is going to be live. Place your money on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. I'd do it before the odds go up, because there's a real legitimate chance we can win this thing this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and how can you count us out? Like, we're 4.
They got to play us, baby.
They want to bury us. We're not dead.
Ain't dead.
We rose up out of that grave like the Undertaker, ready to whoop somebody's ass.
Exactly.
We haven't stopped since.
Exactly. They got to play. And I was trying to think of some phrase or something for the beginning of the season for this season. Last year is, why not us? And it turned out to be, it is us. Some people say it's still us, but I love they got to play us, because I got so tired of hearing the Bengals got a really tough schedule and they got to do this and yada, yada, yada. It's like, yeah, but those teams got to play us. And we're a pretty damn good team. That to me, that statement fits this team perfectly, because they're not worried about what everybody else is doing. They just worry about what they're doing. And then that team that you're playing on the other side, they got to worry about us, because they got to play us. I think it's a great statement.
And a lot of people are worried about, especially the last couple of weeks, one good half, second half against Tampa Bay, one good half, first half against New England. Right. Okay. I think Joe will get it together. And they're like, can the Bengals play a good 60 minutes? And it's like, yes, motherfuckers. Yeah, yes, he can.
We've seen it. It just hasn't happened last 2 weeks.
And when he does, y'all best be fucking terrified, because it's not going to go well for the opposing team.
How cool would that be? The Bengals come out to the Undertaker song.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I don't know if it was TikTok or where, but I seen this thing. I think it was last night. And this guy, he came to his wedding reception in like the Undertaker garb and the Undertaker song, and they had to smoke. And I don't know if it was like his uncle or his buddy or whatever is behind him. And he has like a literal, like a tea kettle instead of the urn. And the guy behind him was cracking me up more than anything. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but it was fucking hilarious.
You gotta send that to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have to find it. It was funny. Because the guy was cracking me up that was like, he was the pallbearer, but he's got a damn tea kettle. And he's like,
you're gonna play my Undertaker.
Yeah. God.
I get thinking to clip that one. I don't know. I just might. Anyway, what do you got come up on Bengals Brews? I know you got Good Berries. You got somebody else coming on too, don't you?
No, that's the only thing I've got scheduled right now is just the Goodberry Brothers Thursday. Going to continue to preview this Buffalo and Cincinnati game, and it's the Goodberry Bowl. So we'll hear both sides of it from two people that are a hell of a lot smarter than me. So you'll get some actual good football conversation, and I won't be able to keep my mouth shut, and I'll jump in with random dumb shit that I say and inappropriate. But
one thing you won't have to worry. You won't have to worry about me showing up and doing a live stream because that's my anniversary. So I think my wife would kick my ass if I go. I want to go on Bengals and Brews. Like, that's
probably
of course you got to pick Thursday night. The one night I can't do a show, but whatever. Dale.
We always do Thursdays.
Well, actually, that this week. Hold on. Actually, no, I think I'll be all right. Oh, what the hell? I'll get my days confused here. No, it's next week. Yeah, never mind. I'll get this Thursday.
You better remember when your anniversary is.
It's January 5th. I'm getting ahead of myself. My anniversary next week. So if I'm invited, I should say, if I'm invited, I'll come on. But either way,
we'll see.
It's a good show. Go check out Bengals and Brews. Is Derek actually gonna be on the show?
Supposed to be.
Is Joe gonna be on the show? Joe
supposed to be.
Who did Joe? Okay. All right. Well, that's cool because you guys have if you guys have never seen the Goodberry Brothers live on Bengals and Brews, it's definitely very, very entertaining because I think Joe lets loose more on your show than anybody else's show.
I mean, he seems to, and we love it because he's a funny guy. Like,
dude,
he knows his stuff. Like, we all know how much Joe knows his stuff Bengal-wise. Like, I've been a huge Joe Goodberry fan for a long time when he was doing Locked On and all that, and just his draft knowledge and his knowledge of football in general is top tier. And then Glenn, I didn't really know Glenn too well, but you get both of them. I think it's the combination of getting both of them on, and they just oh man, they're
brothers
together.
They're brothers, man. So
it's literally like the fifth time we'll have both of them on, I think, and then we had them on one other time separate. So it's like
I've had. Let's see. I've never had them both on. I've had Joe on twice.
They're basically they're a form of co-hosts. They're definitely one of the most recurring guests,
Yes, they are. Exactly. All right, man. Well, I think I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna go eat some wings there.
Thanks for having me. Hoo day, everybody.
Hoo day, baby. All right, guys. As always, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Seriously, go check out Bengals and Brews Thursday night. You got the Goodberry boys. Hopefully they'll let me on because I love getting on the show with them. I have an absolute blast because the cool thing about being on their show is I don't have to run anything. I can just sit here and talk. I don't have to set the show up. I don't have to say comments up. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to write any stuff down. I can just show up and have fun. So that's why one of the things I really like coming on Bengals Brew. Plus, they're my boys. So make sure you guys go check them out. Thursday night's going to be a lot of fun. It's a perfect week to have them because it's Bills week. So it'll be awesome. Check them out there. All right, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They are Hoo Day Nation, Hoo Day Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trenopole. TikTok is at Iceman90. We'll be pulling this out off later on tonight, putting on the podcast. It's on Beanpod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure to rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. I would greatly appreciate it. So if you listen to this on the podcast right now, hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for listening. Especially if you're listening to this part of the podcast or this part of the show. This is where I just ramble on and do I thank everybody. You guys are diehard Ice fans, so I appreciate it. YouTubers, I'm at 2006. I was at 2009. I took a couple of days off for Christmas and people dropped off on me. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. Please help me get to 3,000 as fast as I can. Other than that, tomorrow is Wednesday. So Centauri's going to be on. We're going to do some film study. It'll be a lot of fun. Reached out to a couple of different people to try to get on the show this week. Like I said, I took some time off. So Christmas, next week, I don't know. Yeah, just have to stay tuned to when I might do one Monday next week. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends. Just stay tuned to the channel and I'll let you guys know as soon as I know if I'm going to do the show or not. But I will do one tomorrow. I got one Friday and Thursday. I should be doing one all those days. So anyway, make sure you stay tuned. As always, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So thank you. And you ready? Here we go. Say it with me, people. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
In the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite. Cincinnati, we gon' rise. In the jungle, we unite. Drippin' orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who that? Time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and